All right, so we're live. It's just not quite showing there yet. Hi, guys. This is John.
And Austin.
And this is our September live stream. We are going to hang out just for a couple of minutes and just chit-chat. There was a problem with waltonsinc.com/live. The code we had on there was showing last month's. So we're just going to give everyone a few minutes. Anyone who's got there when it was still the wrong one is going to have to hit refresh. So hopefully they figure that out. It's usually the number one thing that anyone does. I think the best use of our time right now would be, how is our audio? As people might notice, we've got different mics with us. We are with these Shure something 7 MBs. We usually have the little lapel mics, but we got these for the podcast. And these are so good, it even makes my voice sound okay.
More manly.
Not great. Not great. So I suppose I'm the face of Walton's, but I am no longer the voice of Walton's. The voice of Walton's is Patrick, who you guys will know from behind the screens. Every once in a while, he flips his camera to him. He's busy at work right now, so we'll just let him keep doing what he's doing. But I am seeing a lot of good. Audio is fine. Video working. All right, great. So we are good to go. See a lot of people from Texas. Thought I saw North Carolina, Arizona. God. And then Tarp was on. He was saying that it was too hot to hunt dove, so he's here with us.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, we're live streaming on opening day for dove.
Second year in a row.
Yeah.
Did the same thing last year. That was the Saturday that we came in.
Really?
Yep. We came in on a Saturday to try it 1 month, and it didn't even think about it. I think probably because, neither one of us are big dove. I mean, you like dove.
Yeah, I used to go dove hunting like every year.
Yeah.
I haven't been for the last 2 years now, but the worst part about it is hot. Like, it's usually hot. But if it's not hot, I mean, dove hunting is awesome because there's just birds everywhere.
Brutus would do hunting. He'd scare the birds up for sure.
Well, with dove, you don't have to scare them up. You don't want to move because you don't want them to see you. They're just flying. Like, we'd go sit in like a sunflower field, and the dove are gonna fly around. You just try not to move a lot. You wear camo, that way they don't see you when they get close. Then you just shoot them.
And he'd eat the birds.
Yeah,
so
probably.
That's not gonna help. So I've got a rather large. It's called a Boerboel. It's a South African Mastiff. He's a year and a half old and he weighs just around 170, 180 pounds, somewhere in that range. He is a pain in the butt. What we're drinking is interesting. Bruce from Tighthead Brewing was nice enough to send us some beers to drink and review on the podcast. So we just recorded one. We had two there. We're having two different ones. This one is Scarlet Fire, a roasty red ale.
Oh, I thought we were drinking the same thing.
No. Oh. No, different things. And this is 5.6% alcohol. Yours is 4.8. That's why I gave you that one. But no, this is a great beer. The other ones we had from Tighthead, which is a position in rugby, which apparently Bruce used to play. I'm assuming he's the owner and head brewer since he's sending out free beers and named the company something he likes. This is an Irish-style red ale named for the improvisational transition of Grateful Dead songs. Oh, now I like it a lot less.
Why?
It's inspired by the Grateful Dead. I'm not. You don't know who the Grateful Dead is?
No. What is that? I really don't know.
Like maybe the longest running popular band for like people going to their concerts. The Grateful Dead. You've never heard of them?
Never heard of them.
That is shocking. I just assumed that this was something that everybody was. I mean, I don't like them. I don't like their music, but
Yeah, never heard of them.
What about you guys? London? Patrick? I'm not even going to ask Patrick. You obviously know who the Grateful Dead are.
Well, yeah.
London?
That is nothing that I know about.
Wow. Okay. Well, good. Hopefully that's going away.
Okay, so Bruce is the owner and master brewer. I just did look up the information on their website. But my beer, it is called Chili Water Pale Ale. I love the can. Like, the cans are all awesome. They've got just crazy designs on them. This one's really cool. This one at first, I mean, it has a little bit of a IPA kind of taste to it. But it's not as heavy. It's really light. It describes it as kind of a wheat-based pale ale. Definitely not malty. Lower on the alcohol than a normal IPA is. More of a session beer. It's got a lot of Citra and Amarillo hops, it says, and some mango and tangerine. So it's a really crisp and refreshing beer that, honestly, this would be a great one to drink while you're outside and it's hot, you're mowing, doing something like that.
Yep.
And it's a tall boy. So.
Yep, that always makes it better. So for anyone interested, I went ahead and posted a link in the chat to Tight Head Brewing. Definitely give them a shot. You'll probably have seen their Irie IPA. It's got a big, really awesome picture of a lion on the top or on the front. I don't like IPAs, but Austin said it was good, so we'll trust him.
It is good.
All right, so quick agenda for the day. We are going to draw the winner for last month's giveaway, which was the Pro Cut number 12 grinder. Now, it's a number 12, so that might make you think that it's a smaller giveaway, but that is a commercial-style grinder. I mean, Pro Cut makes commercial equipment that will chew through anything the home guy is going to do. Even if you do numerous hogs a year, if you do a ton of deer, that will do it. Another nice thing about that number 12 is you can get good plates and knives with it, which makes an enormous difference. You're going to be much happier with your first and especially your second grind. We did a test a year or so ago, and we tested the number 12 of that versus the Pro 22, I think the Pro 22 Weston. And had I cut up the pieces small enough, the number 12 would have won both of them, but on the second one, it smoked it. It did the second grind much faster.
Yeah.
So we'll draw that winner a little bit later. I also have nothing really made to give away, so but I do want to make snack sticks for a purpose. So we'll all pick a seasoning together that we'll figure out what I'm going to make. I'll make it. I'll draw 4 winners, no more than 4. Unless I have a few more beers, and then it will be 5 or 6. And each one of those winners will win some of those snack sticks, a seasoning of your choice. So whatever jerky, sausage, snack stick seasoning you want, and they'll win that. And we'll try to remember to include one of these awesome Tight Head Brewing stickers and Meat Just Stick sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Ooh, and we actually have can coolers in now.
Oh.
So we'll have to start giving out can coolers with stuff. I totally forgot.
Why
are we not using one right now?
Well, I mean, I guess for this, at least, we wouldn't want to do it. We want people to be able to see Tight Head's can. But, we definitely need those in the future.
Yeah, and we'll have to have Patrick take, like, some up-close shots of these.
Koozies or these? He already, he did. We saved some of all of them.
Cool.
We, the plan was to do a podcast, but in the first podcast, we went through 4. So.
Well, and he gave us a ton, too. So we're still going to have, like we did the podcast, we're doing the live stream. We're still going to have some more for some either other live streams, podcasts. We'll get some advertisement out there for him.
Yep.
So if you know anyone else that's a head brewer at a brewery and you want us to feature your beer on a podcast or live stream, have people email us, get in touch with us, podcast@waltonzinc.com. That is like the only kind of sponsorship that we're even really open to at the moment is basically we do all this stuff just for you guys. We don't make money directly off it. But if someone wants to be our beer sponsor, I'd be game for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And speaking of podcast@waltonzinc.com, I have numerous people who emailed in wanting some product. It was based on a podcast we had done. I will get to those. I am waiting for just a little bit. I want it to get a little bit cooler to send them out to some areas of the country, and I just want to send them all at once. So I saved all those emails. You will be getting something. Just try and be patient. We do have a lot going on right now. Meatgistics, first of all, is growing like absolute crazy, which is awesome. Thank you guys for that. That's all you guys, telling other people about it. So really, really does help. Just for a quick comparison, just in the last 30 days, we've had 19,665 unique visitors compared to the month before that, which was 14,000. We've had 374 new users compared to 262. And this one is crazy. We've gone up 50% in number of posts. 1,400 posts in the last 30 days versus 985.
Yeah.
And even that 30 days before this last month, I was starting to be a little bit, not concerned, but like, we're getting really busy. Every time I go to Meatgistics, there's 13, 14 unread posts.
I had over 70 the other day, and I was like, oh, no, I'm behind.
Yeah, it's a bad feeling. And then chats, I will get that caught up in the next day or two. Some people have sent me some stuff, and I will get back to you on those. All right, so that's some housekeeping stuff.
I got one more thing on that. My biggest thing is, I mean, we had 20,000 unique people on the site.
I knew you would go for that.
If you're one of the people out there that are visiting the site, but you're not creating an account, like joining in the conversation, like you may not have a lot to say, but it's okay. There's several posts out there that honestly you don't have to contribute much. Just you add in an opinion every now and then. You don't have to have some sort of deep meat theological response on something, but join the site and help contribute. It makes it fun for everybody. The more people we have being engaged on stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the post, what did everybody cook today, and drink of choice are two posts that, I mean, the what did everyone cook today, I guess, is sort of meat related, but there's tons of non-meat things in there that people have done and posted. Then we've got the user recipe section. So it was a whole new section we set up to let you guys share recipes with each other, not things just coming from us. That makes it easy to go to, filter through, find what you were looking for if you saw something that looked interesting. And we are talking about adding a few new categories. We're going to have a poll coming out here in the next week or so asking you guys what categories you want to see. Probably, I can't think of anything that would be meat-based that we don't have something for. So I think the options I put up there is reviving the hunting fishing category.
If you can get people to use it.
Yeah. There's so many more people now.
Yeah. I loved that category. And when we did get stuff, it was really cool.
It was awesome.
But it was just very, very small compared to everything else.
It was not widely used. Then the other ones I was thinking about was a firearm category.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
And then I don't know what you would call it, but just non-meat related stuff. If anybody wants to share an opinion on whatever, or is looking for help for how to do something else other than meat. That's what we were thinking. All right. So in this shiny metal container, I have a new Walton seasoning that I use to make some awesome pulled pork. It is the Argentinian style barbecue marinade. I did a pork butt and I did chicken wings with it. Now the chicken wings I put in a vacuum tumbler, tumbled them, and then smoked it for I think it was close to 3 hours. And they turned out awesome. Really, really good. We didn't put any type of glaze on them, and there were still tons of taste. On the package, it says that it gives pump instructions. So, pump this to 10%. When you read that, that means inject it. But there are enormous particles in there. There's no way.
Really?
Yeah. So I talked to our food specialist about it, or application specialist about it, and he said in a commercial application, what they would do with that would be create the brine, then strain out the larger pieces, then inject, and then rub the larger pieces on the outside. Seemed like a lot of work to me, so I didn't do that. I just put it in a vac bag, let it marinate for 12 hours, and then threw it in the smoker first thing. And I went into the smoker at 6:45, 6:30, something like that. I had to come back. That was the night I had to come back at 7 or whatever it was. Maybe not quite 7. But pork butts take forever.
We're doing the PK?
No.
Doing it in the big one?
I was doing it in the big one.
Huh.
They just take forever.
That's weird.
Yeah. But don't know. But so how is the seasoning is the big question. Austin hasn't had this yet. Now,
did you try it already?
oh yeah,
You cheat on everything.
I had to. We already did a video on this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, what I do with pork butt is I don't like using any type of sauce or anything. So I coat everything nice and heavy. Then, after I pull it, I take some whatever I was seasoning it with initially and just sprinkle it around a little bit more to give it just that extra little pop. So, go. You like pulled pork.
Love pulled pork. Oh.
And I will be offended if you don't like this.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's awesome. I love that marinade. I'm going to try it on so many different things. I would almost never think of marinating beef, but I'm going to go buy a sorry, Patrick just I'm going to go buy a flank steak and I'm going to marinate that in that. He's saying there's a problem with the YouTube video.
Yeah, it hasn't sent out notifications. It's not public. Yeah,
Sorry about this, guys.
We're a lot lower on viewers right now than normal.
Okay.
There are people on, so.
This must just be people watching on.
Just our /live page.
Okay. No, that says public.
I just did.
Okay.
I didn't figure it out.
All right. So then we'll see if it sends out the notification. All right. Well, I mean, it's 15 minutes and we haven't drawn anything. We haven't done anything. All right. So sorry. I haven't been paying any attention to the chat at this point. I see a bunch of people who are regulars. I've got John Van Norman, Nick Hall, Fat Bob, Ryan Jones, and I'm sure there are other ones. We're making snack sticks. We're going to draw some winner. Winner's going to get some of the snack sticks, and they're going to get a seasoning of their choice. I don't have anything made. I don't have anything seasoning planned. What are we making? So Nick Hall says the video doesn't show up on YouTube. We hope that we just fixed that.
Yeah, that's what I was doing for the last 10 minutes.
Is that what you were running around back there for?
Yeah. Well, I couldn't find you on my phone, and I go, well, this is weird. So I had to email myself.
Okay.
The
That's how you
hyperlink
got it?
from live, and that's how I got it. And I was like, well, it's showing as unlisted. It's a whole thing. So
We thought we were so good on this one too. Like we were
oh man,
double checked everything.
That's what happens.
We're smooth. We got it.
So that's what happens every time we're super confident for one of these. It just goes. Horribly is not the right word because I think we've done enough of them now where we want them to go off without a hitch, but no one else. But hopefully it sounds great. That's usually the biggest part for us. So
I'm just gonna keep eating because this is really, really good.
One of us can't. No, so you can't do that. Patrick, say something.
well, it's got a great balance
You
though,
can
right?
talk with your mouth full.
It's perfectly salty, but it's got just a touch of sweetness almost. Yeah. And I think there's red pepper flake in that too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But majority of the marinade was like a little bit of green with
It's the parsley.
yeah,
tons of
parsley. Yeah, that
in it.
comes through really, really good. So I mean, I enjoyed it from what I had earlier. So
Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some beef with that. And I don't normally marinate beef.
yeah, there'll be a full seasoning Sunday on that. Come Sunday.
This
so.
Sunday. Yep.
Do you have any wings for Austin to try, or did he try them?
No, we left those out when I went to lunch, so I just threw them out when we came back.
Okay. You did it with the Argentine marinade though.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they were excellent. They were really, really good.
Oh.
And normally when we do wings, like smoked wings, we finish them off in like one of the Captain Rodney's glazes, but I just wanted to see what it would be like without it, and they were awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smoky flavor paired with that, so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I want to do some more and vacuum tumble some of the wings and not vacuum tumble others and see what the difference is there. My thought is it's got the skin on it still, so I don't think it's making much of a difference.
On like what it'll pick up?
Yeah.
I don't know. The skin may make a little difference, but I did a video on that with chicken breast back in the day.
Right, yeah.
So I assume it would be fairly similar.
But my thought is the skin is going to prevent as much from penetrating the meat itself because you're not really pulling the skin apart. Skin's already elastic. Well, I guess
Yeah,
so
but
is muscle.
They're so thin anyways, though, and it's still chicken. It's still a really light protein.
Yeah.
I bet it may make a difference, but it'll be negligible.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I think some of the thoughts I do. I just form an opinion on it, and that's what I'm going with. All right. Try snack sticks with hot Italian extra red pepper. The hot Italian's made for a fresh broth or fresh sausage. It won't have the correct salt content. Let's see. Do we have any other? Oh, awesome. Tim Evers says your podcast this week, Creating Future Hunters, was really enjoyable to listen to. That's great. We really appreciate that. We think the last 4 or 5 episodes we've done have been the best. We've had some interesting guests. When we haven't had a guest, like 2 weeks ago, we had a cancellation at the last minute. So we went ahead and just tried to do something that was entertaining and fun to do. So if you haven't listened before, you can look up the Meatgistics podcast. You can either do that at Meatgistics. It's got its own section, but it's also got the Google Play Store, Apple Podcasts, wherever you go. They generally average, the early ones were hour and 20. Since then, they've averaged about an hour. But this upcoming week, we're going to have, we've had Travis Frank on. Travis does a ton of things up in the Minnesota area. He is a TV host. He's a producer. He's a guide for muskie trips, and just a really interesting guy and a great guy. So
Yeah, he really does a ton of things. It's insane. He's a
Very,
busy,
very
busy
busy.
man.
So I use buffalo jerky on pork butt in a crock pot with a little beer. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, beer is never making things worse. They're always good. Yes. Team Blue does equal a true sign of superior intelligence. I haven't
No.
looked to see what
I looked like yesterday
the
or the day
score
before,
was.
and it was equal again.
Oh. But no one can really trust that because who knows what you're able to do.
No, I'm able to do whatever I want.
Exactly.
But do I? No. Oh, you're ahead by 1 now.
There you go. Awesome.
That's okay. I'll go delete some users. I actually did go through and delete a bunch of users the other day.
I haven't done that
Not from the
in-
groups, but
Yeah.
I went through and like people that signed up like 3 years ago that had logged on once and never logged on again. I just nuked. I nuked hundreds. It was
Okay.
honestly, I think some of them might be they could have been more spammy accounts that we've run into at times.
It couldn't have
I don't
been
know.
hundreds, though. It didn't drop the users count that much.
I don't know. Maybe it's less than I thought.
Okay.
But
But we are also getting a lot of new users in the last. So anyone who's a heavy Meatgistics user has probably seen a few spam posts in the last month or two. We do our best to get to those.
we have like 4 different things that combat spam and like
It's impossible.
validate people's accounts and check to see if they're registered as like a bot or a spam user on another forum. It's basically a deal where anybody who runs a forum can be a part of this service and basically help each other out. So every time we click report spam on a user, that potentially could help out someone else. But it never stops.
It never stops.
They're not anymore. They're not bots doing it. It's people taking the time to set up a fake account. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it really is. But that must show how, just if they can get one person to click on it, on that link, it's got to be worth it for them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. All right, so what are we giving away for September? Some of you have probably already been to waltonsinc.com/win and have seen it, but we're giving away a knife set, but not the knife set I normally give away. This is the Victorinox 8-piece kitchen knife set. It's got an awesome chef's knife that has an absolute razor's edge on it. We've got a wavy bread knife. We've got a 6-inch flex boning knife. It's got a slicer knife and a little 5-inch paring knife, 4.5, 5.5-inch paring knife. And then it also has a, I don't think it's a diamond steel, but it's a Victorinox steel. You'll also get this wood block. And if you watch the video, I make an offer to replace something in that, but the winner has to know that somewhat organically.
Also comes with the kitchen shears.
Oh, yeah, and the kitchen shears. Along with that, the winner's going to get a Meatgistics leather apron, a Walton's hat, and maybe a collection of our favorite seasoning shakers, or maybe something else.
Now I have to watch the video to see what you're talking about.
I offered to replace the seasoning shakers with my favorite butcher knife. So I couldn't give one away. It's not part of the set, but I couldn't give one away without doing that. So you can enter that at waltonsinc.com/win. To enter to win the seasoning, the seasoning and whatever snack sticks we make, it's at waltonsinc.com/live. Just there should be over on the right-hand side of the page. You should have something where you can enter to win. If you're doing it on mobile, you're going to have to find your More button and click View as Desktop. And then that should let you enter. If you're watching at YouTube, just go on over to waltonsinc.com/live and should be able to enter there. All right. So what we're doing for sales this month, first thing, we've got the 100% pure maple syrup. That's usually $19.99. We're going to drop that down to $14.99. This is awesome with sausage. We recently made some apple breakfast sausage that we added some apple pie filling to, and then topped it off with that, and they were incredible. Absolutely delicious. Then, because I can't believe we didn't put it on sale as soon as it came in, the Walton's Quick Read Instant Thermometer. This thing's got a super long probe, so you can easily get to the center of any pork butt, ham, anything like that. It's waterproof. It's got a magnetic panel on the back, so it'll stick on your freezer or fridge, your smoker, whatever. It is quick read. It's going to be just as fast, if not faster, than some of the other thermometers we have, but it can, depending on what's going on, it can take 5-6 seconds to get there, but it does it quickly. And then it's got a nice large LCD screen, so it's easy to read. We're also, if you're looking for something different, we have the Meter Plus on sale yet again. I feel like every other month I put this thing on sale just because I like it. And it's an awesome little unit.
Yeah.
It's a truly wireless thermometer. Take this out. This stays outside your grill. This goes into your meat. This communicates wirelessly with the base. And then with the base, that communicates with your phone or other smart device.
Hey, can I have one of those? Like, just have it? No?
No?
No.
Come on, guys. What kind? I thought we were cool.
No.
You do get employee pricing.
Wait, John, do you have one?
No. You can borrow this.
That's for every time I cook?
What I do when, well,
I knew it. Every time you cook, you just borrow
not
it.
every time I cook. When I'm making a chicken breast or something, I don't need to monitor it like that. But if I'm doing like
You want to nail it,
a
right?
brisket, yeah, or something like that, yeah. I'll
It
use
shows
that.
how good it is, you know.
Have you tried the steak thermometer? It's
No,
like
that's
the same-
similar to that, just less
yeah,
expensive,
similar, same thing, but
Yeah.
it's cheaper.
right?
Mhm.
Is it as good?
I don't know. I haven't tried
No, I
it.
haven't tried it. What I like about this is you can set this up, take like some sort of smart device, like an extra phone or a tablet, put it in range of this, and then you can go anywhere you want and use it remotely. You can only do that with the Cloud or the Meter Plus, though.
Did you talk about how it's like 2 probes?
Yeah, that's a good point. So it is technically it's one probe, but it does 2 functions. You get the internal temperature, but this back end of the thermometer reads your ambient temperature, and it does it pretty accurately. So, I mean, for $89.99, which is its sale price, it's a really good thermometer. And we've got the Escali Precision Scale. This thing measures in the fractions of a gram up to 500 grams. Once whatever you're weighing weighs more than 500 grams, it'll only do it by the gram. But that is great for measuring out seasonings when you're making small batches. So if you're doing, 5 pounds of snack stick, you can get the perfect amount of seasoning. It is awesome. It's usually, I think, $39.99 and $34.99. It's $25.99. And the best colored scale,
The orange scale.
we have the Orange Zero scale. This is awesome scale for food prepping.
Are you sure it's 0?
Yeah, I didn't make the mistake there. I had it right.
Okay.
It's only wrong in the one place where I don't control it.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, awesome scale. It's going to be on sale for $14.99. Then this is a pain to show, but the all-around jerky maker. So I'll just show you this. This is great for making restructured jerky. Just attach this with another little piece that comes with it onto your stuffer, and you can easily make tons of different styles of restructured jerky. That will be on sale for $29.99. Yep, usually $34.99. I will get that in a second, but the Weston Pro Series blender also going to be on sale. That's usually $249. It's $219.
So that thing is supposed to be a spice blender too. Did you try to grind up the marinade at all? Because you can.
Thank you, London.
It may not be perfect, but it can grind it up at least a bit, so it might make it easier to pass through. It's not gonna make it soluble, but it might be small enough particles then to inject.
Okay.
We did do a video a while back where we did seasoning mixed in a blender, and that worked really well. But I don't think that was a marinade.
No, I can't remember what that was, but that did work well. And then we have the Weston 4-tray dehydrator. It's just a small little home dehydrator, but we're taking $10 off it, making it $59.99. And then the last thing is a 12-inch round diamond polyhandled steel, which I didn't bring back here, but that is usually $45.99. It's going to be $37.99. I know that sounds like a lot for a steel, but most steels aren't actually going to sharpen a knife. So a steel like this is designed to realign the edge of the knife. As you cut things, especially on like a wooden cutting board, the very edge of your knife is going to get bent this way and that way. A steel is designed to realign those. So for a steel to be effective, it has to be used constantly. You really should be using it pretty much every time you use your knife. That will keep that edge in line. After it's gone for too long, that edge is going to like fold and just become less and less sharp. That's when you need something like a diamond steel. So that is actually going to have a rough enough surface where it's going to pull some of that bent over material off the knife. So you are actually shaving down the edge of the knife. So a diamond steel can bring a dying knife back. Once you get to a certain point, you need some sort of sharpener like the True Hone. But whoever wins this month's giveaway is also going to win a Chef's Choice 120 sharpener. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about the leather apron and stuff.
Oh.
But it's a great little home sharpener. I mean, it's more than most home chefs, home cooks are ever going to need. So.
Yeah. So I actually did something just now that
Was it good or
I
bad?
usually forget to do.
Did you do a podcaster or a...
Did I do a podcast just now? Yes,
did you
I
do a
did.
coupon already?
Yeah, I had a coupon already.
Nice.
So anybody who wants, and I haven't tested it yet, so I will test it shortly to make sure it works, because that's usually what happens. I finally do it, and then people are like, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If you use the coupon code LIVE9120, so basically today's date, September 1st, 20th. So
Why couldn't you just make it 90210? It was that, we were so close.
God,
So close.
dude, you are old today, my God.
So yeah, use coupon code LIVE9120. That'll get you 10% off and free shipping. Anything at waltonsinc.com, unless it's already on sale. It won't be applicable to anything on sale this month. And the total discount will max out at $100. But that will be good from today for the next week. So it'll expire next Tuesday.
Seems to be working.
Sweet.
Okay.
I got a couple comments coming in. Trevor wants to know why he's not getting the correct snap on his sticks. And I do have a comment I want to hold off until you guys are done by, I believe his name is Blaine. But Tom, real quick, he wants to know what kind of beer London is enjoying today. So.
Oh, well, today I have Blue Paw by Sea Dog Brewing Company. This is something that John picked up for me. There's a local place called Fuzzies here in town, and I really like one of their margaritas called Blue Balls. And so it's very blueberry, and I'm somebody who likes and wears blue a lot. So if I go for some fruity drink, it's either going to be red or blue. And I love that drink, so I kind of wanted something a little bit similar to that. And does not disappoint. It really does have the natural blueberry flavor to it. It's really good, and it's 4.7% alcohol.
Nice, not bad for a daily drinker, right?
No, not bad. And we're going to do some other stuff with blueberries here in a little bit.
Yeah,
so
definitely. That should be fun. But before the snap on the sticks, Blaine has a comment about trusting cooks who are very skinny, and he says you two are awfully fit. So
I'll take it.
compliment for one, insult to the other, potentially on his palate. So
fair enough. No, I like that. All right, so on the snap, a lot of that is going to depend on cook's schedule, but also what you're doing when the cook is done. So the first thing I would say was make sure that you have fresh casings, for sure. Then you're going to want either some way to control, ideally, but you probably don't. So some way to monitor or know what you're doing with humidity. You can easily over dry a stick, or you can have so much humidity through the whole thing that it never really gets a chance to dry out enough where it's going to pop. After that, when you take it out of your smoker, it needs to go right into an ice bath or be sprayed down with a hose. If you're spraying it down, I would do a minute on, a minute off, and in that minute off, have a fan blowing across them. That actually reduces or draws the heat out of it surprisingly fast. I know I tested it once with trying the blowing in between a minute and just constantly spraying it, and it did work quicker. It was the evaporation energy is
Really?
so great. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then the most snap I've ever gotten from a snack stick was I made some in the big 500 smokehouse. Yeah, it was a big 500 smokehouse. I showered them, and then when I was letting them dry for an hour before I put them in the cooler, I put a fan on them. I meant to do that for I think 5 minutes, and then I just got caught up in something else, and it was like an hour. I came back and I realized the fan was still on. And then those exploded as you bit into them. They went like pop. So depending on the level of snap, I thought that was too much. And then weirdly, after I stored them in the cooler overnight, they must have rehydrated because they had no pop. They were actually mushy. It was weird.
Yes, stuff in the fridge is gonna pick up and pull moisture. So you dried it out, and then they just sucked it all back up in the fridge.
So don't put it in front of a fan. That did not seem to work well. But also another thing you might think about doing is adding something like Sure Gel. What you could be experiencing is something we call fat out, which is when meat that doesn't have the proper protein extraction, the fat will actually render out of the meat. So then your fat's getting trapped in between your casing and your meat, and it's basically cooking the casing in the fat. So it's going to mess with it. So make sure you're getting enough protein extraction, and we really do think you should add a binder like Sure Gel. I've seen a lot of people adding carrot fiber to snack sticks recently, which is definitely better than nothing. But carrot fiber and Sure Gel act very differently. Carrot fiber is designed to just hold moisture into a product. It holds up to 26 times its weight in water, but that's what it does. It really doesn't do anything else other than that. Sure Gel is, one, you're adding protein to the meat, so you're making protein extraction easier, and it's actually binding the fat with the meat with the water. It's actually binding that stuff up in the meat. So for cured products, I will almost always use Sure Gel. For fresh products, that's when I love using carrot fiber.
Have you done a side-by-side test on those? Just to see if you can, make them, take a snack stick, split it down the middle, see if there's a visible difference, see if there's a mouthfeel difference.
Yeah. But no, we did it. We didn't. Something weird happened, and we never finished it. I can't remember what it was. I think maybe we might have had a problem with the...
It wasn't as consistent as we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
There was some weird variable involved,
maybe it was
I
the
think.
pizza and jerky snack stick that I hated.
Oh, maybe.
Is that when you had a problem? Because didn't you have an issue with that seasoning on something?
I think so. I think
Well,
so.
I was gonna say we do have a great Meat Justice University episode on all the different additives you could potentially add. I think it was when we were in the room next door, but it goes over all the different fineness of the powders and exactly what product you can get and which ones to pair them with and stuff like that. So if you guys have time and are interested in that stuff, there's a whole series on. I think it's just a 1.0 series, if I'm not mistaken, or did we get up to 2.0s?
No, I think those are just 1.0 on additives.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I check that out if you have a lot of questions. That's a good
Cool.
place to start.
Yep. Absolutely. And then also, if you're over at waltonzinc.com/win entering the contest, one of the ways to enter is to visit Meat Justice University. So check that out. All right. I want to draw a winner.
What are we drawing for?
The two things we could draw for would be either last month's giveaway, which they don't have to be here for, or the snack sticks that have people been suggesting.
People have been
snack
giving me
sticks?
some addresses for sure.
People what?
They send me their address. They say they want snack sticks and jerky and all that stuff.
Well, are you talking about on podcast or right here?
Podcast?
Yeah. Podcast, I'm going to take care of.
Okay.
I'm saying right here. I asked earlier what type of snack sticks we want to make and then give away, but I don't even think I saw one
I haven't even seen
response.
anything.
All right, so guys, what we're looking for is I have to make some snack sticks to send out to you guys, and I also have to do it for something we're doing here, but I don't have any seasoning planned for it. So let's figure out what snack sticks we're gonna make.
I mean, what's really happened is the second London said blueberry, all of a sudden people are talking about where they get the best blueberries from around the country.
Oh wow! So that's a big.
There is a blueberry farm like 5 miles from my house called like Blueberry Haven or Blueberry Heaven. They're only open in July, in which I found out like the first couple days of August. I went out there and was like knocking on the door. It's just like a lady's house. And she came out and she's like, "We're closed." I'm like, "What?" But so if you want blueberries around Kansas, you got to get in and get it while they're there. But best blueberries ever. Like homegrown blueberries taste a million times better than store-bought.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, store-bought ones taste pretty nice and sweet. So what are they, more
everything?
blue or more berry?
All right, man.
They're more blueberry.
People were saying Willie's, dill. Someone said make it Frank's Red Hot. Someone said pepperoni.
Tried the Frank's Red Hot.
Anything spicy. Gigawatt with Ghost.
So I kind of think that with the blueberry thing, if you cook tomato or if you grow tomatoes in your own garden, the sun making that sweet during the summer months will be 10 times better than anything that you can buy at a store. And I definitely think that transfers over to blueberries.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna not on blueberries or tomatoes, but on like wild blackberries.
Yeah, we have some wild blackberries.
Are better from the store than the wild ones.
I mean, on our property we have wild blackberries, and they're a little stickery, so you got to be careful. But they make like the best apple blackberry pie.
So you're saying you
good.
think the wild ones are better there too?
I do. I mean, it takes a little bit of work, so it's a little bit, sweeter because you're putting all that work into it. But
maybe I just haven't had them in a really long time. Could be.
I don't know.
Could be. All right. So Willie's, I love Gigawatt with Ghost, but it just takes too many people out of it. There are too many people who don't like that level of heat. So, and I don't want to do. I mean, I love Willie's. Absolutely love Willie's, but I don't want to do any more.
Sweet maple bacon.
I could do sweet maple bacon.
I was thinking you didn't like that one for some reason.
It's not my favorite, but
Okay.
I don't
feel like
feel
we
like
haven't
we've
done
done
that
that in a
in a long
while either.
it's been a long
Yeah.
time.
I
now.
haven't had that, so let's do it.
All right, so if we're doing sweet maple bacon, how about we add bacon taste booster and see what that does?
Oh.
Don't know that that's gonna do anything.
I don't know if the
but
noise or the face he made was more alarming.
Well, here's the deal. We used to think that it didn't do anything on imitation bacon, and then we used it, and it certainly does make a difference.
Got some great sandwiches out of that.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
I mean,
We still
guess-
have some of that in there, by the way, frozen.
Oh.
I guess we could. We might also add some bacon bits to it. How many pounds are you making?
10.
10. I'd add like at least a pound, maybe 2 pounds of bacon bits.
Okay.
Because by the time you cook the bacon, and you cook it down. You make it into bits. Like 2 pounds is probably less than a pound.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I should probably make a couple pounds because if we want a pound to get in there, I'm definitely eating some of the bacon as I cook tax.
Yeah.
What about like a sweet heat? Could you add like red pepper to that at all, or does that not go well with that?
It could be really good. The bacon we rubbed the outside. Were you here when we did like the 5 pepper blend on the outside of the bacon?
I don't believe so.
That was really good. So it could be good. If we're gonna add heat to it, though, I would say let's just do ghost pepper cheese.
Oh.
As opposed to trying to.
Yeah. Try to force in another seasoning. That makes sense.
Yeah. So sweet maple bacon with ghost pepper cheese.
Yeah, but then you go back to spicy and you immediately cut people out.
Yep. You're right. All right. So we're doing.
I wish we had. We do have hot pepper, right?
Yeah.
But that's just.
It's nothing.
Yeah. Well, we need a middle ground.
Yeah.
For
We need
those
something
two
that's
cheeses for sure.
Got some heat, but isn't going to burn your face off.
Kind of dangerous cheese.
Almost habanero.
Oh, that's a good one.
Something like
I'm
that.
I'm gonna name that my band.
Yeah, the hot pepper cheese is basically Monterey Jack. It's got some.
Oh, it's like pepper jack.
It's got some color of pepper in it.
Yeah.
It's pepper jack.
Growing up, there
Okay.
would be some. There would
Isn't
be
that the same
some.
No, Monterey Jack is like a totally mild cheese, no peppers. It's like plain.
Really? I always thought Monterey Jack like the green and
No, that's
orange
pepper jack.
piece. Okay. All right. Well then, pepper jack. Thank you.
Let's call it Jack cheese.
Yeah, Jim Bay says you forgot your blue hat again, John. Yeah, I know. I have.
You burned
There
it.
are dwindling supply of these hats, and I'm really hard on hats. So for anyone out there who's looking to extend the life of your hats, I sweat a lot. I put mine in the top rack of my dishwasher. That is the best way to clean them without getting everything all messed
Every
up.
time I've done that, it ruins something. Do you just make sure you don't do like a high temp boost?
No, I don't pay
like,
any attention to anything other than
No.
put them on
There's
the top.
hat baskets. You can put them in
Yeah.
there, or you could just do soap and water and then just let it out.
These are
to dry.
unstructured though, so they don't need the basket.
Okay, good point.
Yeah.
But does it need the dishwasher?
Yeah, maybe it gets them to smell fine. That's my big problem with them. Is like I go to put it on, I'm like, no, I can smell that.
I
I
can
hate
smell
it.
that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Just take it off once in a while.
No,
Yeah.
No,
so
never.
that's nonsense. Take it
Smells
off
pretty
once in a
bad.
while. All right, so we are going with
Patrick's over here
sweet
trying to
maple
smell his
bacon.
hat, too.
We will do some extra additives. Definitely bacon in there, some bacon taste booster. Maybe play around with a thing or two, but let's draw a winner for that. So I'm going to go to. Make sure that's saved. And if somebody doesn't mind, can you open another browser or another tab on your thing and tell me if something pops up letting you know about the live stream?
On Walton's?
Yeah. I was asking them, but yeah, actually probably makes more sense to ask you to do it. Yep,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay. So
Did you
competition.
just turn that on?
I did.
Okay.
The live stream giveaway. Drawing a winner, and these are, you do have to be here for it. Not drawing 99. Allow repeat. Ugh. All right. Winner is Jerry Shrek. Jerry Shrek. I'm going to post your name. You've got about 5 minutes to no, that says Tight Head Brewing. Okay, Jerry Shrek. Try this again.
We need to get a poll out there for everybody to vote on what new flavor of high temp cheese people might want.
Oh, you're gonna start a stampede. What are the
But-
options?
I don't know. All I know is I've asked before on what we have to do, and the minimums are so ridiculously high. But we've actually like run out of cooler room, so we're talking about to get us through like the fall time. We're probably gonna rent like a reefer trailer and fill that up with cheese. Which, if you think about it, so we have our normal cooler, and then we're gonna have another 53-foot semi just full of cheese.
Okay.
We sell that much stinking cheese. But the biggest problem is we have to buy so much as a minimum. So we just find, hey, what's going to be the most popular thing from people, and we try it, and we see if we can sell a ton of it.
All right, so let us know what cheese you'd like, and everyone remember, Jerry Shrek has to respond. If anyone sees him respond, please call it out. Just say he responded, I'm watching. But and then, what do you want to see for cheese? So my favorite cheese is Gruyere, but that's just a version of Swiss.
Yeah.
So Swiss already covers that.
Who, where? What's it called?
Gruyere. It's what you use it
Gray
in.
hair, what you're getting up Hey-o.
Did you see our podcast post
back.
on Meatgistics from last week?
Uh,
So I did
No.
I linked all the seasonings we used on the steak, and then salt and pepper I linked to my profile, and I put a post that said, anyone who can figure out why I linked salt and pepper to me wins something. And I said, Tex immediately got it. He's like, because you have salt and pepper hair.
perfect.
All right, so smoked Gouda, that's a good one. Havarti would probably be hard because it's super melty.
Yeah, it's meant to be melty. So
And sorry, hold
Yeah.
on real quick. Tom, we tried the provolone once before. Didn't really sell that well. I don't think it was very good, to be honest.
What about Gouda?
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's
Gouda
a lot
fans.
of Gouda.
I love smoked Gouda.
What's that one new seasoning we have? Doesn't that have Gouda in it?
Yeah, the ancho pepper Gouda, smoked Gouda, ancho pepper.
Sounds like a mouthful.
Portobello.
It was just really, really good.
Yeah, so
Real classic taste, too.
I dislike mushrooms significantly, and this had portobellos in it, and even I liked that seasoning. Now, that's part of Excalibur's like foodie line. I don't know if that's what they're calling it or not.
Gourmet stuff.
Gourmet, yeah, it's like $34 for enough to make 25 pounds, and at that price, we're making like nothing on it.
Yeah.
Like we carried them just to carry them, basically.
Still really good. I think we just did burgers with that, right?
No, we made sausage with it.
Oh.
We did it the same time we did the Chipotle green tea.
That's right. We just take the leftover and make burgers out of it usually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the other cheese flavors we've had in the past that were discontinued, they were discontinued not necessarily because we didn't want them, but it was because we switched manufacturers. The people that we were dealing with couldn't get us what we needed. When we needed it, we found somebody that's actually a whole lot closer, a lot easier to deal with. But we used to have provolone, blue cheese, smoked cheddar cheese, and sriracha cheese. I know the sriracha cheese did not sell enough, which was disappointing because that one, I mean, that it's still
It didn't taste good. I didn't like our sriracha.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was bad, but it's been like one of those popular flavors kind of here and there over the last few years, but it just not interesting enough, I guess. But the smoked cheddar cheese, because I think that'd be good. We had several comments about that. I'd really like to see blue cheese again, but provolone, I don't know that it sold very well. But
I'll say something when I get back.
actually, I can look that up. I can look up the history on.
I think I like the idea of like a really sharp cheddar.
Ooh.
That would be awesome. Somebody said it in here, and there's so much you could do with this super
Yeah, just in your face sharp. Yeah.
horseradish cheese.
I mean, if you want something to not sell, that's probably that's probably your number one get right now.
I think that would be
Horseradish
amazing,
cheese.
but
I like horseradish here and there, but like I just know people are gonna go, oh nope, not for me.
What?
I think my
There are already
dad would
people
really
saying-
like that. He likes anything that fries his taste buds.
Who?
My father.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he'd probably get along great with Austin then, with all his salt fascination. So
oh heck yeah.
All right, I'm getting ready to revoke Jerry. Hey, Hope Ford.
delete.
So it seems like blue. Then there's a bunch for Gouda. There's a bunch for Lisa Ballman says Asiago.
Ooh.
That would be
be good.
amazing.
But I'm on Team Gouda.
You want Gouda?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Isn't Gouda also a pretty melty one though? Like it's soft, right?
It is a softer cheese,
Yeah.
but I mean it's able to be smoked. Maybe probably it's cold
It's
smoke.
actually true. Did you see There's a new Meatgistics heavy user, LK Fletcher, or something like that. He took cheese, put I think jalapenos, like pressed it into it, smoked it for a couple hours, then he vacuum sealed it, sous vide it to melt it, and then let it like cool and reform. We're absolutely doing that.
Huh.
So you get like the jalapeno through everything and the smoke through everything. It's awesome.
That's cool.
He also sous vide his vodka.
Oh, I
to
saw that.
impart. Yeah, we're doing that too.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. For sure.
I need to be sure that I'm in the room when we do that one.
I would say
Just-
that's probably a good idea.
just for quality control issues.
Well, just having
Yeah.
an adult
Have an adult
somewhere
in the
around
room.
here. Yeah. I don't know what Katija cheese is. Katija? I've never heard of it, but
Hold on. So I figured I should start writing down like the top cheese things. I'm at Gouda, smoked cheddar, blue, Asiago. Anything else off the top of your list, or last call from you guys out there?
Sharp cheddar you got?
Cheddar. I'll at least go back to the manufacturer and see.
Let's just see if there's Gruyere, because if there's Gruyere, it's like a sharper. Somebody said it's sharper than regular
How do you
Swiss.
spell that?
Gruyere.
Okay.
All right, I'm revoking his win. Sorry.
I did like the horseradish one, but I don't think
See,
that
but
would
I
sell.
like that. I don't know that other people
Yeah.
would. Plus, Kurt was the one who first said something. So, oh, this is a user we know, Craig Rice.
Oh yeah.
Craig Rice, you've got 5-ish minutes to respond. It's Kotiha. Okay, cool.
And what will he be winning?
Some snack sticks and a bag of seasoning of whatever his choice is. And if somebody wins and they don't make snack sticks, I'll let you sub out a couple of shakers, Excalibur shakers that you were wanting. So
It's a pretty sweet deal.
yes. So Karen Spector says Gruyere is used for fondue as well. That is where I became like actual familiar with that type.
I didn't know fondue was like a strong cheese. Thought fondue is normally like a mild cheese.
No, it's
not.
you use sharper cheeses and you add wine. So what I do is I crush some garlic. I coat the inside of my fondue pot. I get wine, Gruyere. Oh God, what's the other kind? It's not Havarti. I have it written down. There's another cheese. Then just melt it and then just get fatter and fatter as the night goes on. And I love making it with my wife. We do it on our anniversary every year because she has like 4 little pieces of bread with it, and then I just eat the rest. It's great.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Craig Rice is here.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so we'll leave that one. And then Twippy says, I use Gruyere for my quiche. We had London make a quiche here for us promoting the HBC 8-quart mixer that we gave away 2 months ago. And that thing was delicious. That was a really, really good quiche. So I'm not much of a quiche person, but I was absolutely in love with that. Oh, Gruyere with mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
That
I
would
want
be
to see that happen.
Delicious. So do you know, like you go to Dillon's and they have those like cheese crisps? Have we talked about this?
Yeah, like the ones we've had, like in here, we've had a couple
Yeah,
different
the
bags.
bags.
of things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to figure out how to make that. Because if we can do that and like add seasonings to it, imagine the garlic Romano.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be
And
amazing.
why don't we have sun-dried tomato basil in here?
Oh.
Oh,
that
be
would have
so
been
good.
amazing in there. Yeah, so what was the
Now
big
I'm
thing on
thinking-
the package? Like yeast extract? Somehow you're going to have to put yeast in it to make it fluffy.
Yeah, it was something. I'm sorry. You ruined my, now I'm in a bad mood. Because I'm thinking of the sun-dried tomato. You guys don't understand. We used to take this seasoning, we'd pour it in our hands, like huge things, and just eat it. The number one ingredient was Parmesan cheese. It was amazing. Don't shake your head, Patrick. You weren't here for it. Like you don't know how good it was.
Salt was like the third ingredient.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
I rolled my
so
eyes too. I don't know why I was
ridiculously
over here
good.
like,
Anyways, but
Both
no,
of your
but I want to
favorite
do
things.
that. But then I'm thinking, like, so you add, I think it was baking soda or something, and yeast to, like, puff it up, right? Like, make it puffy. Why couldn't we do that with meat? We're going to get it so low in water activity that nothing will grow on it.
Wait, you want to put yeast in it and make it puffy?
Well, not puff. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like that. It's hard, and they...
Flat meat cakes.
You're right. So it'd be just like those cheese things, those cheese crisps, but it'd be meat.
I don't think that would work. You can try
That'd almost
it.
be like a jerky.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's
yeah.
basically like a jerky that's just super dry,
Are you
and
doing
it
restructured?
would have to be.
So
Okay.
basically like a pressed Freddy's burger, but smaller.
I don't know what that is.
Like Freddy's,
Yeah.
their burgers are very like crumbly almost.
Yeah, they cook their burgers like paper thin.
Oh, it sounds terrible.
It's not bad because you get like 3 patties. I mean, you never get a single.
They always.
You get
Okay.
You can order a single, but
Okay.
at least in my opinion, you go to Freddy's, you got to get a triple burger. But by the time
Really?
yeah, by the time you get 3, thanks. By the time you get 3, then it's the size of like a normal.
Okay.
Normal.
Well, Austin, you know when like there's kind of the overlap on that burger and it's kind of crispy, more crispy than the others, and you take that and you
Like,
eat that.
Yeah, melts in your mouth.
That's
and you
pretty
eat it.
good. I
Yeah.
wonder if that would be kind of something's very similar if we did that with the meat.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to try it. I do want to say I did switch beers to Punch. This is from Prairie Artisan Ale. I didn't even look at it beyond I knew it was a Prairie Artisan Ale that I've never had before. Anyone who doesn't know, this company makes some of the best beer in America, which is really in the world now. But luckily, this one is a sour ale with blackberry, cherry, and lime. London, you need to try this.
I'm going to finish mine
Okay.
and do that.
You wanna take
Patrick
a
was
sip? It's
shook
awesome.
that I didn't finish my blueberry already.
Eh, You're all right. That is a really good beer. So they make a beer called Da Bomb, which is just awesome. Then around Christmas, they make another one that's...
Yeah, that's very good.
Their Christmas beer might be the best beer I've ever had. And I do say that a lot, don't I? Like on podcasts, I'm like, that might be my favorite new beer. This is my favorite new beer.
Everything is always John's new favorite.
Yeah, I like things. All right, so we drew one winner. Let's draw another.
Shannon Clark says, "Us Wisconsin folks, thank you for having so much cheese." You're welcome.
I just see that as their entire economy. Johnny Vaughn. Johnny Vaughn, you got about 5 minutes to respond, or we will pick a new winner. So for anyone who doesn't know how this works, is tomorrow I will go ahead and email everybody who won, get your addresses. This one's going to be a little bit different because tomorrow's Wednesday, and I've got a ton of stuff to actually do, like work. So I probably won't get to make these until earliest Friday, which means they wouldn't ship out till Monday. In all likelihood, what's going to happen is I will make them this upcoming Monday and send them out Tuesday. So, Hope Ford said that she was really looking forward to winning that mixer. I can't find the thing. It did go to a really good home. The person who won was super excited, and they apparently do a lot of baking. So it is going to be used.
Wait, did we get rid of the one that was in here?
Yeah, it's one we
Yeah.
give away. Why?
Oh,
That's what you told me to do.
I don't know what I told you to do now, but
I actually had to. I had to.
are you upset now?
Yes, I had to create a shipping box with that because I was throwing out the box. I had to break other foam down to keep that in the box
Oh,
like
no.
well.
Oh,
So you wanted us to send the one that we had because we still do have one
yeah.
back in the whatever.
I'll have to look because I think I don't remember now. Did we get 2 free ones or 1 free one?
I just thought it was the one.
Because I thought I got 2. Because on a lot of the HBC stuff, we got 2 of things. Because we got 1 for us to keep like in here and use, and 1 to give away.
Oh.
Like in the sous vides. I mean,
Well,
they were
then-
running a promotion, and we got
Yeah, we had tons.
a lot of those
Yeah.
for free.
Right.
But yeah, which is why we still have 2 Primavacs in here.
Yes. So no, that one is mine.
You don't want the big one?
I don't want to give it I don't want to get rid of it, but I want to do something cool with it. Like, I'm not going to use everything that can do. It's got gas flush.
Oh yeah, hardly anyone uses that.
Okay.
Like,
So it's really
even
not
a lot
like-
of our
Okay.
even a lot of our commercial guys, if they're doing gas flush, they're gonna have a bigger system anyways.
Okay.
So
Okay. Real quick, let me run back through and see if Johnny Vaughn has responded. Jalapeno and lemon vodka. That actually does sound really good.
no, anything spicy and alcohol is horrible. Whether it's vodka or beer, tequila, I mean, it doesn't matter. Everything I've ever had is disgusting.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Everything that is spicy in alcohol, whether it's in like a spicy beer, spicy vodka, tequila, doesn't matter.
Have
It's
you-
all horrible.
Have you ever had Cave Creek chili beer?
I don't need to. I already know it's going to be horrible.
So there's this beer they used to make. I saw it once like 2 years ago, but I saw it in a weird store and it had a ton of like build up on the bottom. So I'm assuming it had been there for a couple years. They'd put, it wasn't really chili beer. It was just like a pepperoncini in each one. But the beer itself had such little carbonation. So I used to manage a beer store in Troy, New York. And we were right off the campus of RPI, which is Rensselaer Polytechnical Institute. And so we were friends with a bunch of the frat houses, and they'd always want to do stupid things like chugging competitions. Well, I would take that, and it had no carbonation, so it was incredibly easy to just chug. And just, it's gone. Because there's no carbonation. It was awesome. Well, yeah.
Look
Weird.
at you being a bad influence. Or were
Oh.
you a frat boy yourself?
No, I was not a frat boy. But I would think it'd be clear by now that I'm not a good influence, at least. Okay, I don't see Johnny Vaughn responding. Somebody was nice enough to go ahead and tag him in this, so if he was here, he would have
Oh, yeah.
responded. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reject or revoke that win, and we'll go on to the next one. And I think I saw Joe Hell was here. I at least saw. I thought I saw someone say hi to him.
I didn't see anything, but I'm definitely not catching every comment.
All right, Douglas Hunter. Douglas, you got a few minutes.
I feel like mid-sentence he just walked off. Douglas, you got... He just bails.
Yeah, it's okay. So James Bates is asking, he needs some good bony knives. What do you recommend? In my opinion, if you want the best knives, get Victorinox Swiss Army knives. They're the same knife that is preferred by, I mean, the vast majority of commercial meat processing plants out there in the world. They're a little more expensive than some of the other knives you could get. We even have our own Walton's branded boning knives. They are great. They're not at the same quality as like the Victorinox is, though. The Walton's brand is still a decent knife, still good. I mean, we wouldn't put anything. We wouldn't put our name on anything that was bad. But the Victorinox stuff is just amazing. As far as which boning knife to get, 6 inch is definitely more popular than 5, and then curved is going to be more popular than straight, and the flexibility is just kind of up to you and what you want. Do you want something that has a stiff flex, or is it super flexible? I normally like stuff with a little more flex to it, but I'm not a professional butcher that can bone out a whole carcass. But I would say a 6 inch flexible curved boning knife from Victorinox Swiss Army. If you want boning knives, that's the one to go with. Somebody's asking about how many people are actively watching. There's about 200 people that are watching at this very moment. Our viewership definitely goes up and down as we go through things. A lot of people can't stay on and watch for the whole 3 hours that we normally do these. When we're done, I normally expect to see like 2,000 people watch total, but the concurrent number varies. When we start out, obviously it's low. You give it a couple minutes and it'll jump up to a couple hundred, and then our highest ever might be a few hundred more than that. What do you?
know what this is?
No, what is that?
We're sitting outside our door. It's a pre-rinse faucet wall mount.
Outside the office door or the studio
Right
kitchen?
here.
Huh.
I'm gonna put it back in case somebody just dropped it there.
Like in the hallway or like in the
Nope.
cubby hole of the door?
In the cubby hole of our door.
That's weird. I don't know.
Does it count users more than once if they
No,
come back and
shouldn't.
forth? No.
Don't tell them, London. Nothing.
John.
Rick.
Short.
That was hilarious.
What do you do? Did you throw something at me?
So I went to
Something like
throw something into the garbage, and when I brought it back, it hit my hat and fell out of my hand. All right. So has Douglas responded?
I haven't seen
Oh,
one. Nor has
no.
anyone alerted me.
No, I don't see anything for Doug.
Roth's Grand Crew. U.S. made. Awesome. Roth's Grand Crew. I'm going to email myself that now. Thank you, Will Pierce. There's a beer I used to love called Grand Cru.
That's weird. Michael Chevalat is saying, I missed the beginning. Is this the Walton kitchen?
Yes, it is. You're here. You're in the right spot.
Yep.
Stay tuned. We'll be giving away stuff, buddy. Don't you leave.
Let's see.
Don't
What do
you leave.
If you have to pick a beer where it's like you want to drink a lot that day and you're starting early, what do you pick? Because it's hard to justify an IPA because of the high percentage sometimes.
Just go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
You'll
Go
be passed out
pass out at noon.
Yeah.
Take a nap. Wake up at 6. be
Start
gone.
out with a triple IPA, go to a double, go to a single,
That
and then
doesn't
switch to
help.
Bud Light the rest of the day.
But, okay, so that's your domestic is Bud Light. Then, if you had to pick one, are they kind of all the same, right? And what you get?
Yeah, Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light. I mean, honestly, I don't care. Usually, if we're doing like beer like that for something, I just go with majority. If I am the only one drinking something, I would probably normally grab Bud Light, maybe Coors Light, then Miller Light, but I
All
really
right.
don't care.
Matthew
It's not an IPA.
Cruz. I redrew that. So Matthew N. Cruz. Shiner Box, a good choice.
Not
Yeah.
bad, not bad.
Uh,
Texas, right?
Yeah. Yep. I go Mick Ultras.
Dude, I wish we had it, but when I went to Arkansas, they had Yingling, but the Yingling Gold, that was like,
All the Yinglings are.
well, they were great, but I just don't know why we wouldn't carry it here. I'm sure it's some kind of distribution cost or something.
So Yingling's made in Pennsylvania, and it used to be you couldn't get Yingling in New York because Sam Cooke had an agreement with the owner of Yingling that Sam would take New York and he would take like some other state. But apparently that all broke because all of a sudden we could get Yingling all over New York. And I remember the first time I had it, it was like a 30-pack of Yingling was the same price as a 30-pack of Bud. And I'm like, oh, well, Bud's dead.
Yep.
And no one's going to possibly choose to drink that when they could have this for the same price.
And it's
But
so
it
much
didn't,
better.
But it didn't bite into Bud's sales. Budweiser is one of those weird things where you just can't kill it.
Yeah.
There are people who are Budweiser drinkers and they're never going to change.
Great advertisement. I mean,
Is it? You got the horses. That's amazing.
well, I'm just saying, like, that's the same reason you can't kill Coke. Like,
Are you doing riding a horse? Oh, I wish you guys had. I wish you were
we
on
need
here
instant
for that.
replay where you can capture the last 10
Yes,
seconds.
absolutely. All right,
I
so
was doing no such thing, John.
Hayden Harrison says Yingling not west of the Mississippi. Still.
I heard someone say that at a party the other day, oddly enough, yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's weird how that's still a dividing line, meanwhile the...
So
Just
Joe
go
Hell
over the river.
says, for some reason, the audio is behind the comments. Joe, does the audio match up with the video? Because, yeah,
Yes.
that other thing will definitely happen. Yeah, you
Yeah.
always have, or we have always had some sort of,
It's a weird...
Lag.
It's hard to even make sense in your head of like, wait a minute. Because I'm having this conversation, and then I have to wait 8 seconds to hear it, but then the chat itself is on its own timeline.
right,
so.
which is pretty much instant. Like
No.
as I send something to a chat, people respond right away. As I send as I say
Well,
something,
like if
I
you were
have
to tell
wait.
everyone to type the number 1 right now, it
Right.
would
Don't-
take,
no,
it
don't
would
do
take
that.
about 6 seconds for us to even see it starting
6,000 ones, but it'd probably be more than that. I mean, not more than 6,000, more than 6 seconds. Okay, so audio and video match, yeah. Yeah, guys, YouTube's kind of a broken service, but here's the deal. It's free. So I'm not going to complain too much about it.
Remember before, they never used to have ads on videos?
A long time ago, yep.
Oh, man,
Yep.
that was
Then
the
all of a sudden
best.
they're like, we could make
20
there you go.
seconds, we
Yep.
got our first one.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's about what it normally is. All right, so
you
still
Yeah.
haven't seen. Yep, Mike Woosley says PBR. That is a great, just
Great
cheap,
all-day drinker. Yep.
easy drinker. Yep, absolutely.
Am I the only one that notices,
Don't
like,
see Matthew.
your guys' liquor stores you go to, the price, the very cheap stuff is as far left as you can possibly go, and then it gets more expensive the more you go to the right?
Huh?
So my liquor store, the one closest to me, you go all the way to the left. You got the cheapest stuff that you've only ever seen at a party one time because someone was like that cheap to buy it.
Okay.
Like it doesn't even have like labels on
Sure.
the beer, the
Just says
30
beer.
pack or whatever. And then you'll get Rolling Rock, and you'll get like MGD, and then you'll get Bud Light, Bud Heavy, and then it starts getting more and more.
So you're walking in at the-
expensive. Yeah,
the middle
imagine
of the
a
store?
wall of coolers from
Okay.
left to right in front of you. It goes cheapest to most expensive. But that also makes sense because it's domestics and then imports and then IPAs/sours.
Yeah, that's 100% how we had ours set up.
And then all of
in
a
New
sudden
York.
you hit like fruity stuff like Truly's and Mike's Hard and stuff
Okay.
like that. And
That's
then
where I'll
and then
be
the
going.
and then as far right as you go, then you'll get individuals. They have an individual cooler,
Uh-huh.
and then you'll hit wines and stuff like that are chilled, which
Okay.
are few and far
Yeah,
between.
that's absolutely our
stock,
cheapest
though, right?
stuff is all the way to the left.
Yeah.
Don't know why. It's interesting though. Ooh, making liver sausage in a meat press. What's a good binder? Powdered, I assume he's saying powdered milk. How many per pound? So for that, I mean, I know a lot of home recipes called for powdered milk, but you'll be a lot happier if you use Sure-Gel. It's actually got some protein in it, and it is designed. Its main use is to bind meat, fat, and water together. Powdered milk, it's kind of like carrot fiber in a certain sense that all it's really going to do is hold more water inside the product. It's not giving you any benefits beyond that. Sure-Gel, especially when you're making something like a liver sausage. Oh, I wonder if Super Bind would be better for that. Liver sauce. So, Super Bind is a mix of carrot fiber and potato starch. And the potato starch forms a gel right around the same temperature that meat sweats, which is like 130 degrees. So I'd be real interested to see how Super Bind would do in a liver sausage.
Would be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely go with one of those two.
I got a great question. We got a holiday weekend coming up, right?
Okay.
What's everybody making on the grill this weekend?
Oh, fair enough.
I know I'm making ribs. I'm in a competition with friends and family. I'm trying to win that. Been asking a lot of questions around the office, who's doing what. So I'm curious, maybe in the comments, I don't know if we can give something away. Maybe I could pick my favorite by the end of the show or something like that. But just tell us what you guys are making, and we might have a good time talking about that.
Yeah, for sure we can do that. So let us know what you're going to make. Sherry says, draw someone who you know is here. Sherry, we run into this literally
illegal, yeah.
every time. Every time we run into this. I don't know. I wonder if people might not be responding because they think that winning this invalidates them for winning something else. You can, and somebody has won multiple times on a single day. Hope Ford won 3. Was it 4 or had it just been 3? One day we were giving away like
remember.
everything we used to use in here. We replaced a bunch of stuff, so we gave away everything we used to use. She won 3 things at least, maybe 4. So you can win multiple things.
So I was looking up ingredients on Sure-Gel, and then Kurt, one of our sales guys, like our one of the longest employees that we have here, not the oldest necessarily, but the longest serving, he responded and said that Sure-Gel is milk based.
Right.
Like the first ingredient is whey protein powder.
Oh, nice.
But he said that in a liver sausage you do need milk, so that would be
Oh,
a
okay.
good option in liver sausage.
Cool. Daniel Wyman just posted his recipe for that holidays Christmas beer he was talking about. It's pretty awesome. Thank you. All right, I'm revoking them. And since we're already running into this, we don't usually run into it this early. We're dropping it. We're not giving you 5 full minutes anymore. We're 20 seconds behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
full 20.
You get 2 minutes.
Everyone's doing a little bit of mix of everything. I think Nick's actually making meatloaf, which I would be like kind of pumped to see at like a barbecue you go to. Like, oh, what'd you guys make? Meatloaf.
Something different,
I'm a huge meatloaf fan. If they nail it. Someone's saying they're making armadillo eggs.
Yeah, it's not. It's
It's like a hard-boiled egg wrapped
Yeah.
in
it's not bacon.
like breakfast sausage, right?
It is bacon wrapped smoked armadillo eggs.
Got a lot
So
of people
it's-
saying they're doing ribs, a couple briskets. I saw a pulled pork in there with Paws Black Bull, so you know that's going to turn
Nice.
out really, really good.
Oh no, it's jalapenos with stuff, not eggs.
Cheeseburger kebabs.
Hey, how is that?
Weird. I
Really?
don't know.
Let me smell.
It has a
Oh.
weird twang to it
Ugh.
that I can't pinpoint.
I did not intentionally buy you something bad.
I also have another question to get the whole thing going full circle here. Since I'm making ribs, what is everybody's favorite cut of ribs? Is there a preferred? I know we're in Kansas, so I don't know if each region is a little biased or if it matters at all. But I am curious to see if what people get St. Louis, baby back, just the straight up, just actual ribs. So
I think the best ribs are boneless.
Excuse me?
I just would.
Disgusting.
I'm not a rib guy. I would go with something else.
not a
but
rib guy.
Yeah. So I have nothing for you on that one. Hope a lot of people
the
in the audience
riblets,
probably do.
Get the Applebee's riblets.
All right, so you've got
basket.
spare ribs, which are also side ribs. They're the long cut from the belly behind the shoulder. Then you've got St. Louis style ribs, which are like spare ribs. They come from the belly, but they're trimmed up a bit further with no breastbone. And you got back ribs, which are loin ribs or baby back ribs. Everybody knows those. And then you've got country style ribs, which are the shoulder and the loin.
I see those in the pressure cooker a lot, right?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are almost, you have to braise those. To me, and this is just spare ribs, St. Louis ribs, and baby back ribs. They're the same. I mean, it's just where like maybe an extra inch or two and how they're squared up.
Okay.
It's not-
So we're not moving all around the pig. We're within the same vicinity. Obviously, ribs, right?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. They're the same.
some say more
thing.
top cut, more bottom cut, and just how they're squared up.
Yep.
So okay, it's crazy that you're spending X amount more than for less amount of meat, though, right?
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So.
What about you guys? You guys
Wait, no, I
making
didn't.
anything?
Hold on, I didn't announce the winner. Sorry. Shanisti Winnington.
Wait, her
Shanisti-
last name is Winnington. And she-
Whittington.
and she-
Sorry, I did say Winnington. I did say Whitting.
John.
Dun. Dun, 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 dun. Theme music. I give John theme music periodically through the day.
You give John a little bit of rope on a song, he'll hang himself within 3 minutes. It's wild.
I'm terrible. I have an absolutely terrible voice.
It's not the worst I've ever heard.
It's not good. So Michael Chevalot just asked which one has the most meat on them. That'd be country style ribs. But again, that's a very different cooking process.
Are they already cut up? I know for the photos, if I type in country style ribs, they're
Oh, I don't
almost
know.
already almost cut up like that.
I don't know. I've never actually.
And then you're kind
cooked
of shooting
them.
yourself in the foot with the cooking process there, then,
She's
right?
here.
Because
Oh, awesome. All right, so Shanisti, I hope I'm saying her name right. I will email you and all the other winners tomorrow. But do you want to go to last month's winner?
Yeah, might as well.
It's 4:00 already somehow.
Really? Wow. That went fast.
That's insane. We've been doing this for an hour and a half.
Don't worry, we're doing a marathon. We're going to be here till 10 p.m. Don't worry, guys.
No.
It's going to be sweet.
But for anyone who doesn't know, we are rapidly approaching our what we call Big Monday. It is the Monday after Black Friday. It is usually our most busiest day of the year. Austin and I will start at noon, and we will do a live stream that will last at least 5 hours.
I thought this year we were going to start at like 6 a.m.
Oh, I don't have I'm up.
6 a.m. doesn't exist in my household, so it's not. Let's take it easy.
So, we start at 12. We go. We have flash sales. We'll take suggestions on what should be put on sale. A lot of the stuff we'll do will either be like you have this long to use it or this many can be used. We do that with a lot of coupon codes. Like I think last year we did a couple that was like, I don't know, large discounts.
Yeah, we'll do some stuff that is a huge discount, but we'll do like the first 3 people.
Yep.
So we won't let people go buy 100 of them. Just a very, very limited time only deal.
Yep. All right, but that will be the Monday after Black Friday. All right. So this winner that I'm drawing right now is going to be for the Pro Cut number 12 meat grinder. Now, again, for this one, you don't have to be here for it because people entered all month long.
Pretty big meat grinder too, right? What's the specs on that? I mean, but like as far as like the amount of stuff you could do.
Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
We
incredibly
did
powerful
speed test.
grinder.
It's awesome, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the capacity is good, but it is a very compact grinder.
All right, so the winner is from Michigan. Their name is Brennan Lee Spice or Spice. Brennan
I'm
Lee
sorry.
Spice.
What?
It's spelled a little bit off. So
All
I'm
these
not
weird
100%
last names
sure.
people have.
So how that works, if he's watching, she's watching, I don't know how you spell Brennan like that, but we have run into a bit of a weird patch here where everybody's been claiming their prizes for the last 3 months or so.
Yeah, that's usually pretty rare. It's not often that people get into a groove and we
Nope.
get like a winner to actually respond every month over and over and over.
Out of 3 months, we usually have one that goes unclaimed. What we do when it's unclaimed is we go ahead and give it away during the next live stream.
Yep.
So that might not be your last chance to win that. I will email that person tomorrow. I'll give them a set number of days to respond by. If they don't respond, we will save it for the next live stream and give it away then. Yep. Hope your name is super easy. That's probably why I say it a lot on these live
She's
streams.
the only
Hope Ford.
Yeah, Hope Ford. Such a fun name to say.
It is. It's a good name.
Did you guys
Your
switch
parents
brews at
did.
all? What'd you guys switch to, if anything?
No, I'm back. I already talked about this. Must
Oh,
have been
you're
one of
back.
you were out of the room.
Cool.
I've got a
What
new
is
one.
it?
It's Punch from
Punch?
Artisan.
Sour?
It's got a little sour
Gross.
to it.
Okay, gross. What about you?
If you want to try one of these, go for it.
No,
'cause
what is
they're
it?
funky. Everybody wants some. Double India Pale Ale. I can't pinpoint it. It's just got
Funky. Everybody. What are
it's
those things on the
got
on
a
the can?
twang to it.
So that's what I wanted to ask you. What's the John Cusack movie where he goes to the island? It's an 80s movie.
Oh, jeez.
And
John
there's, like
Cusack?
sailing.
And he goes to an island and he's sailing?
Yeah, so somebody help me out here. It's a John Cusack movie. It's from the 80s. He goes to an island, and it's like one of those classic 80s movies. There's the bad rich kid, and he has to outsail him to save
man.
the house or
I
something
have
like
not
that.
seen that.
Demi Moore's in it. One Crazy Summer.
Did someone say it or you came
No,
up with it?
That's what I came up with.
Oh. Yeah, that's the first thing that popped. You type in John Cusack sailing movie.
So,
Dude said, Chris said Escape from New York.
Chef Rowell says, any updates on the patty maker and the meat grinders?
So good.
I'll leave that to Austin.
Oh, sorry. I'm reading comments and was ignoring you. But
Any update on the patty maker and the meat grinders?
so the meat grinders, they're still in production. They'll hopefully be done with production in 2-3 weeks, probably 3. Most likely 3. The rest of the stuff, honestly, shipping is just a nightmare right now. It's insane. Inside the States, not too big of an issue. Honestly, for us to get a lot of this stuff made, we can't make it in the States and charge a price that anyone's going to enjoy or be willing to pay. So these are coming from overseas. The patty makers, they are coming with new meat mixers and new slicers, and those were supposed to have shipped like a month ago. They are still waiting to load into a ship. They have been produced. They've left the manufacturer. They're just sitting there waiting to get on an ocean vessel and head over towards us. That has been rescheduled for Thursday. So if that's the case, I would expect to see it take about 3 weeks once it's on the water. If that's the case, we're looking at like the 24th, maybe if things go really well. In realistic terms, we're probably looking at like the end of September. It'll probably be the 28th, 29th, or 30th when we finally get that stuff. And then the grinders, if they're done this month, if we don't have shipping issues, I mean, they could go out and we could have them by the middle late to late part of October. If things go bad, I wouldn't expect to see them until close to Black Friday.
Okay.
But the big goal is have everything by Black Friday, because the grinders will definitely be a heavy part of what we do through our Thanks Black Monday sale.
So for anyone who hasn't listened to a bunch of the podcasts or seen any of the live streams we've done recently, these will be our grinders. They will have Walton's names on them. So we are taking that very seriously. Can't wait to get them in the stock. And anyone who's tried to buy a number 22 or 32 grinder recently realizes that there's been a serious shortage of them for a while now.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to fill a bunch of those. Let me jump in real quick if you were about to say something. First, that apparently is not how you spell Argentinian. When I Google
Did
it,
Excalibur spell it wrong?
it seems like it. So I was thinking that either A, I didn't set it up on the website yet, or I had made a mistake, but I didn't. I spelled it as they said. We were looking up Argentinian earlier.
Argentinian.
They do N-E-A-N. It's N-I-A-N. That's supposed to be an I, according to...
No, I put...
All right, so it's both ways then?
I put EAN,
Okay.
and it comes up on stuff. Google doesn't say, did you mean?
But if you do it I-A-N, it's the same thing. But somebody wanted to know where they could get the Argentinian-style barbecue marinade. I just posted a link to it. Tex77 on Meatgistics is he the reason we carried this? Was he asking about Argentinian?
Yeah.
So he asked about it. We got a sample in from Excalibur, and then he really liked it. So we went ahead and ordered more and tried it, and it is awesome. He's definitely right on that one. So I don't know if he's here or not, but absolutely great marinade. I saw Joe Hell here, but I didn't see him. Oh, no, yep, Ryan is there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So for those that weren't here at the beginning, you want to tell them about what you did with the pulled pork again?
No, you can go.
Okay. So the pulled pork John did with Argentinian style marinade. He smoked it for like 12 hours. Then were you just reheating in the sous vide? Okay. So with our Argentinian marinade, you're supposed to inject it. John just marinated it instead. Put it in a vacuum pouch, marinated for about 12 hours, then smoked it for about 12 hours. Got it all pulled, and it is amazing. Honestly, it's something that I probably wouldn't try just by looking at the name normally, because I honestly don't really know what Argentinian is supposed to taste like, but it is amazing. So yeah, we have a whole tray of pulled pork that we've been slowly snacking on here.
All right, so I've got another winner for the snack sticks that we made, and what everybody decided was we were going to do bacon and blue cheese. Was that what it was?
No.
Sweet maple bacon, with bacon taste booster, and we
Bacon
still don't
bits.
quite know what cheese, and bacon bits.
I don't know if I would use cheese. Like, that's one
Bacon
of the
and
things
cheese, yeah.
that I don't know.
You want to know the best like fat kid move ever to do? So take some bacon, get some of our cinnamon toast, Excalibur cinnamon toast shake, cook that up and sprinkle some of that some of that on the bacon. Then get some vanilla ice cream and wrap the bacon around a chunk of ice cream. It was unbelievable. I ate it and your brother looked at me and goes, "Oh, you don't really care at all what you eat." I was like, "Nope." All right, so Billy Hoefs, who is definitely a Meatgistics user. So, Billy, you got a couple minutes here. Just respond. Let us know that you're there.
I think some people are a little bit behind on
The
where they're
wild
watching
blackberries?
This. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from a while ago.
Yes, it is.
So it's gonna be a while before he sees this. But yeah, especially if you want to watch the live streams, not totally live.
James,
be my
run. There's
guest.
somebody behind you in the house. Get out of there.
But some of the benefit is, one, being live with the comments, so we answer questions as you guys have them, but then also being able to respond on the giveaways and stuff. So you might check every now and then. Just make sure that your stream is truly live and you're not 30 seconds behind or something. Or worse, an hour, like I think James is right now. When will nitrile gloves be available? Yeah, good question. When you find an answer, let us know, because we don't know. We basically get an allotment. We are getting more than we used to, but still not a ton more. Everyone is basically out or really low. So if we could buy anything we wanted, I mean, we would probably buy 20 times our normal order size on
for sure.
nitrile gloves. But it is what it is right now. So as it comes in, it's gone. People that have not bought nitrile gloves before, we don't let them buy them from us. You have to place like a $500 order. We have a bunch of stipulations on it. So basically, if you're one of our retail customers, a consumer, you're doing stuff at home, you're probably not going to be able to buy gloves from us. If you can, I mean, go to your local home improvement store and see if you can get gloves if you really want gloves, because we're trying to conserve them for the commercial processors out there that are and have been customers of ours in the past, and make sure that they don't run out of gloves, because there are certain things that they do that they have to have gloves for. So we're
Right.
being a little stingy on things.
Because
So
you're shutting them down if
yeah,
they don't have it, and that's bad for everybody. It's an inconvenience when we're at home and can't get something, but
we can do stuff at home without gloves.
exactly.
Like, it's not fun, but it can be done.
So somebody asked about the 6x10 when they're coming back in. So we have 6x10 chambered machine bags. So I'm assuming he means the non-chambered machines. If you're desperate, you can buy the 6x10 zips. They are a little bit more expensive, $8.99 instead of $6.99, but they are at least available. I'll post the SKU number, which you can use at waltonsinc.com to get those, while I go and look for some sort of update on the 6x10s.
So Daniel Wyman's asking, are we going to have a pre-order for our grinders? We will. Did we put them online yet?
No, I haven't
Okay.
completed the descriptions and the images and everything. They're in the system. They're just not.
Not active.
Yeah.
Okay. We will probably have them live before they're here, and probably orderable before they're here. When they first go live on the site, we probably won't make them orderable. We'll probably wait till we actually have them on the water. That way we can give you a pretty definite date on when they're going to be here. Because until they're on the water, I mean, it's a guessing game as to really what the timeline's going to be. So once they're on the water, it'll take us 3 weeks to get them.
No.
We'll probably have them live about 3 weeks before they're actually here and ready to go.
And then for whoever was asking about the 6x10s, Bob, it looks like we should have them on September 7th. Looks like seems like a good date, right?
Oh, well, yeah, potentially.
So that's not 100%, but that's when we're hoping to have them by.
If all goes well.
If all goes well.
You'd have to open up Sage to actually look and see if there was an update on the date. But what's the horsepower for the 32?
2? 1.5? It's either 1.75, 1.5, or 2. Actually, I'll look it up. Dun, 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 dun. Who's going to get it first? Why are you guys doing weird, like, Shiva dances over there?
We're not doing anything.
Hishnu.
We're perfecting our gray team cheer.
Oh,
We got a routine going.
awesome.
It'll be 1.5. To be honest, it won't be as much horsepower as some grinders you may see out there that are a number 32. The difference is the internals on ours past that. We did some different things with the rest of the internals that we should outperform other grinders on the market that are a 2 horsepower and bigger, more expensive. There's more to do with things than just the horsepower of the motor. A lot of that is just for show. People put a bigger motor in it because they can.
Yep.
But it truly doesn't make it better. You have to have everything involved correct. I don't know. Do we tell people exactly what we did or do we not? On one hand, I'd say yes. On the other hand, I say no. So I don't.
No. We made improvements to the design. I don't know that somebody from another place would hear of that, but I don't want them hearing of that either.
So like the Pro Cut number 12, the one that we gave away, it's a 3/4 horsepower. The Weston number 12, which you would think be an equivalent, is a 1 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
That Pro Cut will demolish that Weston.
Kill it.
So it's just a marketing gimmick. Don't pay attention to what the horsepower is. You need to see how something actually performs and what it can do.
To a certain degree. I never saw Billy respond, so we're moving on. There are certain things that horsepower matters in, but yeah, it's not as big a deal on that. We actually learned that when we were looking at some motors and the watts kept going up, but it never got any better on the electric. All right, so I'm revoking Billy's win.
So what is the person winning right now?
They are going to win a package of snack sticks and whatever seasoning they want.
Okay.
So Dean is asking, how do you compare, quote unquote, grinders, a number 12 versus a number 12?
Nah. So some of it, honestly, so Lori Pudliner, she has a couple minutes to respond here. Some of it will be looks. Like the Weston Kitchen series has a very plastic look to it.
Yeah.
Something like the Weston Butcher series number 12 or Pro series is obviously, it's all metal. It looks more serious.
Yeah. Do you have a plastic housing or a stainless steel housing?
That's a big one.
Go for the stainless steel housing.
Then look for gears. Ask if the gears in it are plastic or if they're metal. But then beyond that, you just got to trust reviews and stuff, because more
Watch
important than
demos,
horsepower is probably torque.
Read what they say it can do on pounds per minute. Don't fully trust that unless people are willing to show you a demo of it. When ours are out, we will show you a demo of how ours will grind. Because some people will say, "Oh, my grinders they grind 7 to 20 pounds a minute." It's like, really? That's a really large
So
gap.
weird, yeah.
And then they won't tell you, "Oh, well, that's first grind only. The second grind is then."
Well, I
30% of that speed.
Yeah, I think almost all of everyone's grind per minute are first grind, and it even says like under optimal conditions. What I think some of them do is they use kidney plates on their first grind. So it's just like, zoom,
Good.
get it right through. I mean, so when we do ours, it will be 3/8 plate, which is like your initial breaking plate.
We maybe do both just to, say so maybe that's why we put a range in. Say, hey, the lowest you're going to do on a first grind is like a 3/16. Do a 3/16, do a 3/8, and do
Just
a
give
kidney
that.
plate.
Yeah.
And give that as our whole range. But say, hey, this is the 3/8 is going to be the most typical.
Yeah, I think we just do it at a 3/8 and just assume that's what people. I mean, I don't ever use a 3/16 on a first grind. I mean, I know some people do, but you're overstressing your protein at that point.
Yeah.
So use a breaker plate. I wish the grinders had a good mill option. Is that something you guys can get? Food not good.
Wait.
So Nick Hall,
Where?
right under where I put Lori Pudliner. Interesting.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Mill? Like,
Yeah. Like you can get like a tenderizer attachment for some grinders.
okay.
But instead of that, a mill.
Okay. So yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
All right. You say mill, I think of an oxen on the end of a stick, like dragging something around a stone mill.
Yeah, or like something goes in there, grain, whatever, 2 stones or
Right.
Rubbing.
Okay. So it is what I'm thinking.
yeah.
Well, okay. What would you use it for? How would you turn it? Like, how would you turn the?
You'd have to have funky gears
Yeah.
that change the angle of
Okay.
the turn. Yeah, it's possible, but
Sorry, not something that we.
I don't think we could sell enough of those
Tomatoes
to
and
make that work,
veggies
to
and
be
berry.
honest.
Okay.
That would have to be its own specialized device, which would
Ooh.
probably end up less expensive than a grinder anyways. But
So Smokehouse Barbecue, How's It Grind, partially frozen, does a really nice job on frozen meat. We threw ours into the blast freezer I mean, it was frozen solid. It was very, very, very cold. I have no idea what the actual temperature was. Some of it we couldn't even get our thermometer into. Now, the one thing I will say about it is we stopped at one point, got it down in there, and we did have a problem getting it to go again. But that shouldn't be an issue for you. You shouldn't be leaving it full of meat and turning it off. If you're stopping it, 99% of the time it'll be at the end of your grind. But that was the one thing we ran into with super frozen meat. It did have a problem restarting with stuff already down in the head. But that shouldn't be a problem. And even for us, all we did was took the ring off, pulled everything out, put it right back down, and it chewed right through it. So, yes, Chef, the Walton's grinders will have all metal gears. Will the little number 8 kitchen?
I don't know.
Okay. We might have one model
forget.
that may not. It's a small number 8. It's designed to be a kitchen grinder.
Yeah.
That one may not.
It'll be a kitchen grinder that's $80. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's not meant
Not
to
designed.
do anything more than like 5 pounds at a time.
All right. Lori hasn't responded, so I'm going to go ahead and revoke her win and draw 2 more.
Okay.
We'll start going 2 at a time here. All right, we've got Jim Kurtz and Troy Dennis Motts. Put both your names in there. You guys got a couple of minutes to respond. Patrick,
Yes.
try at least a sip of that. You liked that one sour.
From your can?
Well, don't open your own, because what if you don't like it?
I mean, it's already very red too.
Yeah, it's called punch, so I guess that's what they were going for.
Dude, you're at the bottom fifth of this can.
Just take a sip.
I've had worse. I don't really like it.
Sorry, I gave you a sip then.
You should be. Ugh. For everyone watching, do not drink that beer.
No, it's delicious.
What do you like it? London has one.
versus the sour I had prior to this, it's better, but I liked the blueberry paw better.
So mixed results there, I guess.
Well, then bring me your beer and you can have
Fresh.
a blueberry beer.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I bet you hers is like stacked to the gills, right?
Stop.
Yep, that will work. Thank you, London. Kurt Carter says,
Kurt
"I'll
will drink it. Kurt, knock on the wall.
No, I've already claimed it.
Oh, you're about to hear some banging. I
I've
bet.
already claimed it. It's mine. Tom says the number 8 Butcher Series he won works great. That's awesome. COVID sippy cup. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Makes me laugh.
That we're sharing drinks, I think.
It's beer.
Nicole says, I would drink from your cup.
Beer kills it all. It's fine. I told you about 20 seconds.
Yeah, Kurt's knocking.
All right. So, Austin, talk for a few minutes.
Oh, so we talked about this earlier, but bring it up again since we're more towards the end of things. That way people get a chance to hear it as well, beginning or end. There's a coupon code out there for you guys today. If you want to save a little bit extra, it's good from today until a week from now, so it expires next Tuesday. The coupon code is live9120. So today's date, 9120. So live9120. That'll get you 10% off and free shipping. When you use it in your shopping cart, it does not automatically just give you free shipping. You still have to choose the free shipping option. That way, if for some reason you want the expedited method or you want second day or next day, or you can still choose it. But a lot of people struggle with that at times. So if you use that, you get 10% off and free shipping. Just make sure you choose the free shipping option when you're going through checkout.
All right. Everybody else, go back to waltonzinc.com/live and enter. I just created a new one and replaced the old one.
So you need to refresh the page.
Refresh the page and then re-enter that. So everyone who is not here anymore will no longer be entered. Because I'm sick of drawing winners for people who aren't.
Wonder if we can control that in the software. Can we is there some sort of add-on or something we can do that we can say, hey, only draw a winner from this time frame?
That's it. Definitely worth
Because
checking out.
we might
Yeah,
have to
for
upgrade
sure.
to the next level, but
Well, would actually be worth it.
yeah.
All right, but I'll give you guys just a couple of minutes to enter that, and then as soon as we're all caught up, we'll draw 2 more winners. I felt like this has been a fun live stream today.
Yeah.
I mean, it flew by.
It's the lighting. Really feels great.
Patrick changed the lighting in here. He's very happy with it.
It
looks
would be
great.
so much better if it wasn't so freaking hot. I am burning
Are
today.
you warm?
I wouldn't say I'm burning, but it is warmer than usual.
I'm flushed.
You're not sweating, so
Now he is.
No.
it's going to be
My
embarrassed.
hat, I smelled it earlier. It smells worse now because my hat's nice and
Smelled
wet
it
now.
earlier. So everybody, college football this weekend, right?
Not for us.
No, K-State's got 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
Oh, September 12th is the first game, so I guess not this weekend, but next.
Yeah, Notre Dame plays Duke next weekend they released at 2:30 today, which makes sense. I mean, what game Notre Dame usually plays isn't at 2:30? So, I mean, besides the primetime stuff, but daily stuff's usually 2:30.
Yeah, that's actually kind of fair. So somebody asked what the jerky seasoning I used last month was. That was the Bold, and we added 18% extra sugar and 20% extra water. That's what we do to make a tender jerky. What happens there, and I'm sure people are, this and protein extraction are probably the 2 things I say the most. What happens is the water gets bound up in the extra sugar, making it unavailable for microbial growth, but it still is in the product as moisture. So it's nice and tender, but it's shelf stable. So that was Walton's Bold with 18% sugar. If you're looking for how to make it, You can go to Meatgistics and just Google tender jerky. I did like 3 or 4 different videos on different ways to do it. Oh, Papa Sop, how you doing? He said it says competition has ended.
Yeah, did you sure you did this?
I moved it over.
Oh, I'm on Meatgistics.
No.
And I
go to
see it
Walton's
there.
Inc.
Well, yeah, but it's on Meatgistics too. We need to update the Meatgistics one. Because that one says it's ended.
Okay, well, how do I get it over there?
Meatgistics admin widgets live.
This sounds more like a you thing than a me thing.
Yeah, okay.
See, someone's finally looking out for my back. Smokehouse Barbecue says, you realize Patrick took a sip of that last shallow of that beer. Ack. And the one thing I take away from that comment is that my name has a K at the end of it as well. So thank you very much.
Who does that to open their beer?
What'd you do?
That is the shallowest open beer I've.
No wonder it's taking her forever to drink these things.
Serve the beer.
Does your blueberry beer, is it open like this? Just like barely?
I can tell from the tilt of the...
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not. I'm curious more than anything.
Yeah.
Do you do that with like sodas and stuff too?
I don't drink. So I don't drink like anything other than coffee.
Okay.
So
And kombucha.
and kombucha, but kombucha is a twist off lid.
Yeah,
My
that's
sister
insane.
has been making homemade kombucha, so there's lots of jars in our dark closets at home
With the mother at the bottom.
with the mother at the bottom, and it gets pretty thick.
It's an interesting question. I'd like to see if anyone's a Meatgistics user who does like makes homemade kombucha, stuff like that. I'd love to see that on like the general category. Patrick's shaking his head, but nobody cares what you think.
That stuff kind of scares me because you can really mess up kombucha.
What
from my
is it?
understanding.
Let's define it. I don't
It's-
even know what it is.
I mean, like you are growing things. To,
Kombucha is fermented tea.
Sounds illegal, so I'm going to pass.
It's actually supposed to be really, really good for you and your gut health.
Someone left it in my fridge one time. That went in the trash.
That can go bad.
It's an acquired taste.
I mean, it was like a store-bought one. I said, "What is this? Vomit? No thanks."
All right, so I never saw Jimmy or Troy respond, so I'm going to revoke their wins, right?
Keep it going, man.
You haven't looked.
So for Papa Sop, I got Meatgistics updated, so refresh your page there. For Tom something, I know it was Tom something. He was asking how to refresh the page. I mean, if you're on a phone, like drag down, like on your screen, it'll try to refresh. There's a refresh button. If you're on a computer, you can hit F5. You could also just navigate to another page, something different, and navigate back to the page again. You just need to have it reload information from our server.
All right, so I'm going to draw 2 winners from this new campaign, which should be only people who are here.
Fingers crossed.
We've done this before and not had people not respond.
I've entered this last live stream, not live stream, the last monthly giveaway. I had to enter
To check. Yeah.
to show someone in the store exactly how
okay.
to enter. So if I won, I was going to be really psyched. Oh, we haven't drawn that though yet, right?
We have. No, yeah, we did.
Oh, did
We
we?
did.
The
Yep.
pro cut?
Yep, we drew.
Darn.
Maybe I'll do that sometime, and I will just every day I'll log on. I'll get every entry.
See if you can get it.
See if I can get it, just so that like on the live stream.
I'm assuming
that would
if
be
we
amazing.
work here, we can't win it.
No, you
right?
can't
You
win.
definitely.
Okay.
No one who works here, no
Relatives.
vendors,
Yeah.
no relatives.
It's like a casino.
Yeah.
All right, Frank, Karen, and Keith Labrosi. Let us know if you're here. We're going to give you just a couple of minutes. Hope is so nice. She always, every time I announce a winner, she always says congratulations to them.
The exact
That's
opposite.
why she won 3
The
times that
exact
one
opposite
day.
of me.
Yes,
I'd be
you're
like,
you're a bitter, mean old man.
What would you say? Oh, congrats, Frank. Way to go, buddy. Whom I've never met.
But that's why she won 3 times that one day, because she's a positive
I think
person.
she cheated somehow. We don't have her board to revise.
She's just too
exactly
smart.
What she did, but
And then she hasn't done it again yet because she's waiting for a big
She's
giveaway.
waiting for a
Nope,
big
She's
giveaway.
building up.
But if she wins, I'm just gonna revoke it. So I don't want her to win anymore. So.
Oh, sorry, Shane.
I'm just
Darn
kidding.
spelling.
She's actually really the best. Great commenter and everything like that.
All right. So we've got Keith. So we're just looking for Frank.
You said Frank Karen. Like, is that how you pronounce that?
Caron.
Caron.
I don't know how else you
I don't know.
Saron?
Frank
Caron.
C something.
Karan.
Well, I posted the name
Karan.
Oh, you
too
did?
in the comments.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Karen.
Yep. Keith, we saw you. You're all good.
Sayron.
They probably, say it over and over because it takes them 20, 30 seconds sometimes
Mhm.
if they're.
Oh, so just keep saying it. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Do we still have a live code at all, Austin?
Like a coupon code?
Coupon code,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
said it twice.
Live 9120,
9120. Cool.
10% off free shipping until next Tuesday.
Apparently, we can each pick an item to send to Hope because she's always getting picked
Such
on.
arrogance. See, I'm not about that.
Hope, I think you have a nemesis in Patrick.
No, I just root against her, actively.
So no nemesis at all.
That doesn't
Just-
make you a nemesis.
No.
I'm just against you in every way.
No, I don't want her to win anymore. As
All
someone
right.
who's never won anything, really.
I have no
I don't
idea
want
how
Patrick to
this
ever
is
win anything now.
happening, but
I won the lottery working here, so I don't know.
so Hope won. God, that actually is probably over a year ago. We probably replaced all this stuff over a year ago, right? Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
around.
must have been.
Right
Yeah.
around.
All right. I
A
am
long year.
amazingly. I'm revoking Frank's win.
I feel like she won the ones where she got to pick something.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Mm. Patrick, what the heck?
Oh my god.
All right, I'm drawing two winners
Quit
again.
winning stuff. I wouldn't have such a problem.
Drawing two winners, and it is Justin Lane and Dale Holland. So Justin Lane, Dale Holland. Just go ahead and respond, and we'll then get in touch with you tomorrow. And when I make these sweet maple bacon snack sticks with bacon taste booster and bacon bits and maybe some other things, we will go ahead and get your information. We'll get those sent to you.
Listen, I'm sure she's a nice person.
She seems like a very nice person.
Her luck is just
It was good that one day.
a thorn in my side.
Actually, she did win another day too.
How many times did she enter that? Like,
There's a limited number of times you can enter.
Yeah. No thanks. Not for me.
Shane Bell says, wrong again. For anyone my age, if you remember the comedy album from National Lampoon, there was a hilarious orange juice skit was wrong again, honey. Wrong again, honey. Very funny. I thought you won again. I thought you won twice, Hope. Like you won a hat one time or something. No, I sent you a hat because you were the first person that I ever noticed being with us for like every single live stream. I think that's what happened.
And then she
It
was
a long time
gone
ago.
for a few.
She was.
Not cool, Hope.
I don't think we can take anything you say seriously about Hope now, Patrick.
Can't. You cannot. About anybody, really.
All right, I still don't see Dale. I don't see Justin. Oh, Justin. Hi, guys. Oh, no, it's Julie. Oops. Chef says we should replace our grinder.
Oh,
We
we
100%
will,
will. 100% will.
once
Yep.
we get the Waltons one in, yeah.
We will be giving that Weston.
we have a Waltons one. Where's the? Oh, there it
It's
is.
not exactly what it's. No.
You don't like that one? Did we abuse that one?
No, it's fine. It's just not going to be. It's not exactly it.
Is it logo? Doesn't have the logo on it. Oh, okay.
So we'll be giving away that Weston 22. We're going to be giving. Nope. I put that in the showroom for a giveaway.
Might have
to
to
give
give away the slicer too. We have new slicers.
No. That's the slicer.
No. You check out.
That's
Oh,
my
is that the new
slicer.
one?
Yes,
Oh,
we
that
already
is
put
the-
that up there. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be
Okay.
giving away the Weston 22 Pro in a little bit here. I still don't see Justin.
Do you want to give away the small slicer?
Yeah, 100%.
And then we got the.
Do you want to do that now?
Do we have a box for it?
I can figure it out. All right. So we're going to give Justin and Dale. Yep, we're going to give Justin and Dale another minute here. Once they don't respond, because I'm sure they're not going to respond, we've got this little 8.7-inch slicer.
Yeah. So this is the demo unit, I believe. This is not technically in stock yet. This is what will be in stock in hopefully 2-3 weeks here if we get everything in. But we made a few changes to it. The new slicers are lighter, more compact. Just overall, I would say just a slightly better built machine. And John is doing his best job of like the Price is Right girls demonstration type of thing. But it's
very masculine to me.
just weird. It was just weird. I'll just say that. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember what these are going to retail at. I want to say that the 8-inch is probably $279.99.
Something in that range, yeah.
Because I think the 10-inch is like $350 and the 12 is $400 or $430 or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's close to a $300 slicer.
All right, but nobody responded, right? We never saw Jay and we never saw Dale. Nobody saw those? Okay. All they would have won was the snack sticks anyways, but I'm revoking both those wins. I'm going to pick one winner, and we are going to sit here until somebody walks away with that slicer. I do like to go to bed early, though, so please.
My money's on Hope Ford. She's going to get
Oh, that'd be the
something
best thing
because
ever.
Of
Oh,
Patrick just
that'd
That'd make me
abusing
so
her.
happy.
Actually,
I would make a joke here, but I can't.
I mean, honestly, like when you
it.
say a winner, the first
This
person,
person, I revoked that win. Sorry,
the
go ahead.
first person to congratulate the winner is Hope Ford. So
It's accurate. All right, so the winner of this 8.7-inch Walton slicer that's not even in stock yet is Scott
Tinnerman.
Tiezzi. Scott Tiezzi.
Scott Tiezzi. Winner, Scott Tiezzi.
So, Scott, we're just going to give you a couple of minutes here. And then if you don't respond, we're going to revoke and move on. Forrest Chips is also a name that's been here quite a few times.
Oh, he's here.
There
Scott's
he is.
here.
Awesome. All right. So Scott wins, and
Yeah, Scott, just check your email in the next couple days. We'll have something sent out to you.
yep, absolutely. Can someone just write down that he won the slicer and not the snack sticks?
Everyone else so far has been snack sticks or the monthly giveaway, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And then I'm going to draw two more winners for snack sticks, and those people don't even necessarily have to be here. We've got Thomas Prain and Daniel W. I'll go ahead and get snack sticks out to all you guys. I will email everyone tomorrow. We'll get everyone's address. Like I said, it's probably not going to be until sometime early next week that I send those out. That slicer I can get out probably tomorrow in all likelihood, but everything else will probably go out next week. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
That's all I got.
Okay. Go ahead and wherever you get your podcasts, check out Meatgistics podcast. Something Austin and I have a great time doing.
Yeah, if you like the live streams, you'll like the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very similar. Just a little bit, I don't know, more drinking, perhaps? I don't know what we drink more on.
I don't know. It depends on the episode. I mean, sometimes, like today, I only had 2 beers. There's other times
Oof.
where, yeah, I see your
I
pile of
failed.
cans over
Well, no,
there.
that's my fault for buying you a beer you didn't like.
No, it's not that I don't like it. I don't know. I just not as much in the mood today.
Dang
I
it, John.
also ate a heavy lunch, so I was kind of full too.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We will see you guys next month.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you later.